Have you ever wondered why some folks look and act like they're 60 but are actually just 30? And then there are others, out hiking, with more YouTube followers than you who are in their 70s. And let's not forget food. One friend swears life begins and ends with noodles. Another is devoted to salads as if they were their soulmate. That, my friends, is not random. That's personality. And personality is one of the sneakiest factors that decides whether you age like fine wine or like expired milk. But here's the twist. Personality isn't just about quirks. It shapes your mental health, your physical health, your relationships, your career, even how long you'll stick around on this planet. Yep, your personality could literally add or subtract years from your life. Let's start with mental health. If you're high in neuroticism, which is just a fancy way of saying you're a world-class worrier, you probably live with stress, bad moods, and endless what-if spirals. Ormel and his team found in 2013 that folks with this personality trait are 60% more likely to develop anxiety or depression. Stress is like a fast-forward button on your age. On the flip side, people who are conscientious and emotionally stable, they're stress ninjas. They cut their risk of common mental illness by nearly 40%. Costa and McRae pointed this out way back in the 90s. Calm heads really do win the day. And personality doesn't stop messing with your mind. It also sneaks into your body. Friedman and Booth Cooley showed as early as 1987 that hostility and impatience don't just annoy everyone around you. They also hammer your heart. They discovered that impatient people had about a 50% higher risk of heart disease. Meanwhile, conscientious folks, they treat their bodies like temples. They actually stick to workouts, skip the cigarettes, and make healthier choices without needing a New Year's resolution every month. Optimists and extroverts even enjoy up to a 25% stronger immune system. They bounce back faster when sick, and probably post selfies while doing it. Now let's talk about the big one, longevity. In their book, The Longevity Project 2011, Friedman and Martin tracked people for 8 decades. They discovered that conscientiousness was the single strongest predictor of living longer. Conscientious people lived on average 4 to 7 years longer than their careless peers. That's almost a bonus decade just for being reliable. Conscientious people aren't superheroes. They just manage stress better, build stable careers, maintain close friendships, and avoid unnecessary chaos. And all. Those little choices add up to extra years of life. Ironically, sometimes even high-strung neurotic folks live longer too. Why? Because at the first sneeze, they're already at the doctor's office. Overreacting can save your life, occasionally. Now, you might be wondering, if personality is such a big deal, am I stuck with mine forever? The answer, nope. Think of personality like an old house. Mostly sturdy, sure, but absolutely renovatable. Roberts, Walton, and Vichtbauer found in 2006 that as people take on new roles, work, relationships, parenting, they often become more stable and responsible. And more recently, Hudson and Fraley, 2015, showed that even small goals like journaling, being on time, or joining a club can actually shift your personality traits over time. And as Carol Dweck explained in her famous book Mindset, 2006, just believing that you can change is half the battle. With healthy routines, supportive friends, and a little mindfulness, you're basically upgrading your personality software. So here's the big picture. Personality is like your life's operating system. It decides if you're the drama queen, the stress survivor, or the trivia night MVP. But unlike your phone's OS, you can tweak it anytime. And the coolest part? Those tweaks don't just change how you feel, they make you healthier, happier, and around long enough to enjoy a few extra birthdays. So next time you think personality is just who you are, just remember, those small changes could literally keep you younger.